WOBM, Ocean County's hometown station. Broadcasting from the boards. Live from the Community Medical Center, Seaside Park, Boardwalk Studio. This is 92.7 WOBM and WOBM.com.
And welcome to a beautiful Friday here in Seaside Park. Sue, our final Friday, as we say so long to summer and head back indoors for fall.
You bet. Live from the Community Medical Center, Seaside Park, Boardwalk Studio. Life is better healthy, and we've had a great summer out here with Community Medical Center and everyone that came out and spoke about Community Medical Center. It's been a good summer.
Yep, and we are joined once again by the president and CEO of Community Medical Center. Michael Mimoso is here once again. Michael, welcome back.
Well, good morning, Shawn and Sue. It's great to be back.
Hi, Mike. How are you today?
Very good. I'm doing great, thanks.
I know the first time you were here, I missed it. So I couldn't miss it this time. I wasn't here your first time with Shawn.
That's right. Well, it's good to see you
So
again.
now, get ready.
All right.
The questions will come.
Okay.
You know, we take a look
great
back.
to
We
have
were
you.
talking about off the air, 1961, the doors opened to Community Medical Center. And if you had someone that was, there at the time, and then they came back today, boy, they'd see a big difference. It's grown over the years, hasn't it?
It sure has. Community opened up in 1961. It only opened up with 50 beds. We had back then 15 physicians and about 350 or so employees. And over the course of 50 plus years, it's grown now to its current size, which is about 592 beds. We have about 2,500 employees now and over 600 physicians, and we're real proud to be part of RWJ Barnabas Health, which is the most comprehensive system in the state of New Jersey and the 15th largest in the nation. So community has certainly grown with the times.
You know, one of the things we talk about, or you don't realize with Community, it's the largest non-teaching hospital here in the entire state of New Jersey. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah, and it's a very comprehensive hospital. You know, we have a lot of very robust programs in oncology and cardiology and orthopedic surgery. So it's really a very, very progressive hospital, and like I said, it's grown over the years and kept up with the times.
All right, a little quiz. How many beds does Community have now?
592 beds.
Wow, you're good.
He just mentioned that about 2 seconds ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm so lost. All right. See what happens,
You
Mike?
just
I'm
quizzed him
always
on his quiz.
lost. Okay. Jeez.
I was going to say, Michael, when I moved down here, it was about 10 years, a little after 10 years after the hospital opened. And, we've seen so much growth in the hospital. And what's great is the fact that, when I first moved down here, a lot of times when you would think medical and think health, you'd have to travel and you'd have to go other places. What's great now about our, complexity here at the shore with everything that's going on and the growth, that you can stay right here at home to get great medical treatment. Whereas, like I say, when we first moved down here in the early 70s, you had to go other places because we just hadn't totally gotten up to speed. But now we're there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I said, being the largest hospital, it's a very comprehensive hospital with all the clinical programs that we have. And, Shawn, I think the other thing is the Jersey Shore makes it attractive. So it makes it easier for us to recruit new physicians, develop new programs, because it's such a great place to be, great place to live, and it really helps us with attracting new physicians and new services.
Yeah.
So what is the annual community meeting?
The annual community meeting is something that we do, obviously, annually. And what we do is we open the doors. So we have a board meeting, and we open the doors to the community to kind of come in and learn about what goes on at the hospital, how it's governed, how it's managed, the different clinical programs, a little bit about the financials in the system. So it's just our way of opening the doors to the community and coming in and learning more about it.
Great.
There's a lot of things that are coming up with Community Medical Center. Sue, you and I may be even parts of some of these too. We've got the Robert Ogle Golf Tournament, which is happening at Hollywood Golf Club in Deal later this month. I will be out there lending my support. I don't know if I'll be lending my golf skills, Michael. You may want to have a nurse out there. You know what I'm saying?
We'll do that.
You
Shawn.
may want to have a nurse out there. But that's going to be happening. You can give the foundation at Community Medical Center a call at 557-8131 if you want to go out and golf with us. That's September
great.
28th, happening at Hollywood Golf Club in Deal. Also, the education program, Your Lung Health, Breathe Easier, that's happening later this month.
It is. It's happening on Wednesday, September 21st, and we'll be talking about lung screening and lung cancer, and we have some of our physicians will be there. James McGon, who's a thoracic surgeon, will be speaking, as well as Dr. David D'Ambrosia, who's a radiation oncologist.
Yes.
and Dr. Michael D'Angelo, who is an interventional radiologist. So we have a great team that's going to be presenting and teaching people about lung care and lung cancer.
Very good. Something, Sue, you may be involved with here, Sue, for the kids. They're getting back to school, getting back to school activities and things. It's the cardiac and concussion screenings for the kids 6 years of age and up.
I took Abby to it last year, and I suggest any parent that has their kids involved in sports, any kind of sports, it's very, very important. The EKG and also checking for that concussion. That could really
And that's
hurt
happening
in
in
the future.
October, Michael, right?
That's happening on Saturday, October 6th. Yep, right there at the
a great
hospital.
thing.
So, just give us a call, and as Sue said, it's really something that's very, very important to make sure that your kids are safe.
And you got to
for sports.
remember it, not just the high school kids. Like your daughter Abby. They do a lot of tumbling and they may not be
Gymnastics, the dance, yeah.
Yeah, the sports may not be on the competitive level as they get older, but
Sure.
the kids are still doing a lot of activities.
Absolutely.
Get a lot of bumps and bruises. So be sure to check that out. And for any information, you can call 1-888-724. 7123
If
for
it would be
information.
all right, I'd like to have Jean in closer to it in October so we can talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get Jean in.
Because
So-
it'll be good for the kids.
Oh.
All right, to talk about that, and that's very important.
Very
It
good.
really is.
Yeah, very good. Michael, we thank you for having us out here because really, we're sort of, holding up here in your house here. We thank you for being in conjunction with us at Town Square Media with Community
Can
Medical
I sleep
Center.
here, Michael? I always wanted to.
Sure.
Am I allowed? All right, thank you.
Sure.
He said yeah.
Well, you got his blessing. I guess you can do
Sure,
whatever you
why
want to. The bosses at our end may not be. I don't know how that'll work. But Michael Mimoso, the president and CEO at Community Medical Center. We may be saying goodbye to summer, but a very busy fall coming up at Community. So thanks for coming out with us.
Great. Well, thanks again. It's great to be here. Thanks
Thank
again.
you so much.
And hopefully we'll be back out here at the beach with Community Medical Center again next year, Sue, on what we have the best beach studio of any beach studio out there.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So there you go. We'll be back. We'll take a break. We'll come back, check on news, weather, and traffic next on WOBM.